the day 10 of the allyship journey. Now we have better understood how the system works and how it affects the different minorities. We can also see how the system reacts when contested. The objective is to deny any responsibility and maintain the status quo. The dominant collective has unconsciously internalized its superiority, meaning that our worldview is the universal worldview. Our standards, our norms are universal. My achievements have to do with me, not with my membership in the dominant group. I have a right to be comfortable, and if I'm not, then whoever is making me uncomfortable is to blame. I can feel that I personally earned through work and merit any of my success. The acts of unfairness experienced by dominant with systemic racism and sexism are equivalent to the acts of unfairness experienced by oppressed collectives. I have many choices, as I should. Everyone else has those same choices. I'm not responsible for what happened before, nor do I have to know anything about it. I have a right to be ignorant. I assume equity benefits only oppressed collective. So when the dominant collective is contested, it reacts individually or collectively in different ways. One is inercy, actually not doing anything. Second is gaslighting, denying the reality. It means manipulating a person by forcing them to question their thoughts, memories, and the events occurring around them. You're exaggerating, you're making it up. Are you sure this is really what happened? And the person doubts, and then the oppressor is safe. When quoting facts or statistics on the abuse, people often question their legitimacy, making you doubt about the reality of your arguments. Are you sure about those facts? I never heard that before. What is the source? Minorities are often suspected to work for revenge or payback to benefit from unjust affirmative actions, when equity is actually giving each other the support he or she needs to start the race on an equal foot. Another tactic is to ensure the whistleblower loses credibility. Either the person calling them out is known as aggressive, angry, or violent. Either this person has some mental issue or is not really sane or incoherent in her behavior. This person might have ulterior motives like money or professional advancement. In any case, the idea is to show the accuser has no credibility and thus shall not be believed. This allows the perpetrator to take over the narrative and portray himself or herself as a victim of a calumny or defamation campaign. Through flipping the narrative, the dominant retakes the power and is also showing others what will happen to them if they want to go the same path. Another tactic is to maintain power through divide and rule, because dominance functions best in a culture of disconnections and fragmentations. For example, scientifically, it is estimated that we are 99.9% genetically the same as a human race. The only reasons various races look different is based on where our ancestors lived and the weather they had to endure, which their outer appearance adjusted to. So racism is a social construct. It was created as a tool to divide us, to justify the treatment of certain people as other. Dividing women in different houses, for example, dividing Hutus and Tutsis, Shias and Sunnis, creating narrative about the other so that it's way easier to control people who are divided and fight each other. Another tactic is to ridicule, to make fun of, to make face expressions, delegitimize the person who is speaking out. Other tactics can be centering yourself. I can't believe you think I'm a racist, I'm a good person. Denial that others' experiences are different from your own. I don't mind when people make jokes about me. Derailing. Some people don't even have food. Why aren't we talking about them instead? Refusal to center the impacted. All lives matter. Tone policing. I'd speak differently if you could ask me more nicely, because minorities must ask for their rights calmly and politely. Tone policing is a way to mute and dismiss activism towards systems of oppression as being too aggressive, hostile, or emotional. Denial that the problem is fixable. Racism is a fact of life. You'll be better off when you accept that. Victim blaming. You shouldn't have been dressed like this if you didn't want to be bothered. Withdrawing. I thought you wanted my help, but I guess not. I'll just go home. Or inviting minorities to be patient. Rome was not built in one day. The impact of all these tactics is to silence the victims and to protect the dominant. If dissuasion does not work, minorities can be jailed or killed to be kept under control. In any case, it seems that the dominant has almost total impunity. An example is rape. In Canada, in the US, in France, out of 1,000 rapes, 995 perpetrators walk free. So as a journaling exercise today, I'll ask you, have you faced moments where the systems has tried to shush you? How? At work? In your family? In your relationship? How did you feel? Have a great day.